The Age of Exploration stands as one of the most transformative periods in human history. It was a time of great voyages, daring explorers, and groundbreaking discoveries that forever altered the course of global history. This era saw the rise of explorers such as Walter Raleigh, Juan Ponce de León, Henry Hudson, Hernando de Soto, Erik the Red, Giovanni da Verrazzano, Juan Sebastián Elcano, John Cabot, and Christopher Columbus, whose journeys reshaped the world as we know it. These figures were pioneers in their own right, charting new territories, establishing crucial trade routes, and paving the way for future exploration and colonization. While some of their expeditions were fraught with tragedy, others led to monumental advancements in knowledge and territorial expansion. Walter Raleigh, the English explorer. Sir Walter Raleigh, born in 1552 in Devon, England, is perhaps best known for his role in promoting English colonization efforts in the Americas. Although he did not personally lead many voyages, Raleigh played a crucial part in organizing and financing expeditions to the New World. His most significant contribution was the sponsorship of the Roanoke colony, which was one of England's first attempts to establish a permanent settlement in North America. In 1585, Raleigh sponsored an expedition that sought to establish a colony on Roanoke Island, now part of North Carolina. However, the settlement faced numerous difficulties, including a lack of supplies, poor relations with indigenous tribes, and internal conflict. A second attempt in 1587 also ended in failure, with the settlers mysteriously disappearing, earning the colony the title of the Lost Colony. Despite the failure, Raleigh's efforts in the Americas helped lay the groundwork for future English colonization, such as the establishment of Jamestown in 1607. Raleigh's legacy is also marked by his involvement in the courts of Queen Elizabeth I and his literary contributions, including his writings on the New World. Juan Ponce de León, the Spanish conquistador. Juan Ponce de León, born in Spain in 1460, was one of the most famous Spanish explorers of the 16th century. He is most well known for his quest to find the Fountain of Youth, a legendary spring that was believed to restore youth and vitality to those who drank from it. However, Ponce de León's most significant contribution to exploration was his discovery of Florida in 1513. On his first expedition to the New World, Ponce de León sailed to the coast of what is now Florida and claimed the land for Spain, naming it La Florida due to its lush floral landscape and the fact that his expedition arrived during the Spanish Easter season. Although he did not find the mythical Fountain of Youth, Ponce de León's exploration paved the way for Spanish colonization in the Americas. His second expedition in 1521 aimed to establish a colony in Florida, but it ended tragically when Ponce de León was wounded in battle with indigenous peoples and died from his injuries. Nonetheless, his name remains synonymous with the early Spanish exploration of the southeastern United States. Henry Hudson, the English navigator. Henry Hudson was an English explorer and navigator born in the 1560s, whose voyages were critical in mapping North America and the Arctic regions. Hudson's first two expeditions, sponsored by the English Muscovy Company, aimed to find a northeast passage to Asia through the Arctic, but both were unsuccessful. In 1609, Hudson embarked on a voyage under the Dutch East India Company, hoping to find a route to Asia through the northwest. While he did not find a passage to the Pacific, Hudson explored the area now known as the Hudson River in New York, providing valuable insight into the geography of the region. His discoveries helped establish Dutch claims to the territory, leading to the founding of New Amsterdam, which is modern-day New York City. In 1610, Hudson sailed again, this time to the northern parts of Canada, where he navigated the waters around Hudson Bay. Unfortunately, a mutiny occurred on the voyage, and Hudson and his loyal men were set adrift, never to be seen again. Despite his tragic end, Hudson's explorations were crucial in the development of European settlements in North America and helped expand European understanding of the continent. Hernando de Soto, the Spanish conquistador. Hernando de Soto, born in Spain in 1500, was a conquistador and explorer known for his brutal expeditions through the southeastern United States. Having gained fame in the conquest of Peru and the Inca Empire, de Soto embarked on a bold expedition in 1539 to explore the American continent in search of gold and to expand Spain's territory in the New World. De Soto's journey was marked by conflict and violence as he and his men traversed modern-day Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi. In 1541, he famously became one of the first Europeans to encounter the Mississippi River, which he and his men crossed. However, the expedition was disastrous for the indigenous populations as De Soto's men enslaved, killed, and terrorized many Native Americans. The expedition ultimately failed to find the riches they sought, and De Soto died in 1542 near the Mississippi River. Despite its failure, the expedition was crucial in mapping large portions of the southeastern United States. Erik the Red, the Viking explorer. Erik the Red, born in Norway around 950, is remembered as one of the most notable Viking explorers of his time. He is best known for founding the first Norse settlements in Greenland. After being exiled from Iceland due to a series of violent incidents, Erik sailed westward and discovered Greenland, a land that had previously been visited by Norse explorers but had not yet been settled. In 986, Erik the Red established a colony on Greenland's southwestern coast, which flourished for several centuries. The settlement survived through trade with Europe and Iceland, although the harsh climate and limited resources eventually led to its decline and abandonment by the 15th century. Nevertheless, Erik's voyages to Greenland represent one of the furthest Viking explorations into the North Atlantic, and his leadership helped establish one of the most remarkable Norse communities of the medieval period. Giovanni da Verrazzano, the Italian explorer. Giovanni da Verrazzano, an Italian navigator born in 1485, is best known for his exploration of the eastern coast of North America. In 1524, Verrazzano was commissioned by King Francis I of France to find a westward route to Asia. Instead, he explored much of the eastern seaboard of North America, including the areas that are now part of the United States. Verrazzano's exploration of the New York harbor, which he named New Angoulême in honor of the French king, was one of the most significant outcomes of his voyage. While he did not find a passage to Asia, his detailed accounts of the lands he encountered were invaluable to future European explorations. Verrazzano's journey helped lay the groundwork for French colonization in North America, and his work remains a crucial part of the history of early European exploration in the Americas. Juan Sebastián Elcano, the first to circumnavigate the globe. Juan Sebastián Elcano, born in Spain in 1487, is remembered for his pivotal role in completing the first circumnavigation of the globe. Elcano joined Ferdinand Magellan's expedition in 1519, which set out to find a westward route to Asia. Although Magellan was killed in the Philippines in 1521, Elcano took command of the expedition and successfully led the remaining crew back to Spain in 1522. Elcano's completion of the circumnavigation was a monumental achievement in the history of exploration. The expedition demonstrated that the Earth was round and that it was possible to sail completely around it, proving definitively the feasibility of global navigation. Elcano's successful return to Spain marked the conclusion of one of the greatest maritime feats in history, and his legacy is still celebrated as a milestone in global exploration. John Cabot, the Venetian explorer. John Cabot, born Giovanni Caboto in Venice in 1450, was an Italian explorer who sailed under the English flag. Cabot's most significant contribution to exploration came in 1497, when he set out on a voyage to North America, attempting to find a westward route to Asia. Instead, he landed on the coast of what is now Canada, becoming one of the first Europeans to explore the North American continent since the Vikings. Although the exact location of Cabot's landing remains uncertain, it is widely believed that he reached Newfoundland or the Labrador coast. His voyage helped establish England's territorial claims in North America and opened the door for further English exploration of the continent. Cabot's expedition also played a critical role in the development of the English fishing industry in the North Atlantic, which would later fuel the expansion of English colonies in North America. Christopher Columbus, the pioneer of the New World. Christopher Columbus, born in 1451 in Genoa, Italy, is perhaps the most famous explorer of all time, primarily due to his 1492 voyage that led to the discovery of the Americas by Europeans. Sponsored by the Spanish monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella, Columbus set sail with the goal of finding a westward route to Asia. On October 12, 1492, after crossing the Atlantic, Columbus and his crew reached an island in the Caribbean, which he named San Salvador. Believing he had found the outer islands of Asia, Columbus went on to explore parts of the Caribbean, Cuba, and Hispaniola. Although he did not find a direct route to Asia, his voyages opened the door for the extensive Spanish exploration and colonization of the Americas. Columbus's journeys, while controversial due to their impact on indigenous peoples and subsequent colonization, marked the beginning of a new era in global exploration. His expeditions helped establish transatlantic trade routes, contributed to the Columbian Exchange, which transformed the global economy, and set the stage for further European exploration and settlement in the New World. The explorers of the Age of Discovery, Walter Raleigh, Juan Ponce de León, Henry Hudson, Hernando de Soto, Erik the Red, Giovanni da Verrazzano, Juan Sebastián Elcano, John Cabot and Christopher Columbus are all remembered for their remarkable journeys that reshaped the world. Their voyages were motivated by a variety of factors, including the search for new trade routes, the desire for wealth and power, and the quest for knowledge. Some of their expeditions ended in failure, while others paved the way for the expansion of European empires. Their explorations of the New World, the Arctic and the seas helped to expand the known world and provide valuable geographical knowledge. The impact of their journeys continues to be felt today as they laid the foundations for the global trade networks, colonial systems and cultural exchanges that characterize the modern world. Conclusion. The stories of these great explorers, Raleigh, Ponce, de León, Hudson, de Soto, Erik, the Red, Verrazzano, Elcano, Cabot and Columbus, serve as a testament to human curiosity and ambition. Their voyages to unknown lands shaped the course of history and paved the way for the world we know today. Through their courage and perseverance, these explorers left legacies that continue to inspire the spirit of discovery in generations to come. Their journeys proved that the unknown is worth exploring, and that the pursuit of knowledge and adventure can change the world. Please like and subscribe for more historical content.